And now I give you the 100 things to do on an elevator. It's one of the most popular posts we've had on the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Be sure to subscribe and sign up for our email thing so you can get all the greatest posts we put out. Let's go through these. I'm going to ad-lib some of them, so they might be funner to listen to me on video than to read them off the website, but you can certainly do that also. So, I give you 100 things to do in an elevator. These are pretty cool. So, when you're in an elevator next time, make race car noises when anyone gets on or off. Zoom, zoom. 2, shake the person's hand when he or she enters the lift. Welcome to the elevator, sir. That should not be creepy in any way, shape, or form. Congratulate all for being on the same lift with you. Yeah, you know what would be even funnier is if you made a speech of it. I'd like to congratulate all of us for being on the lift today. Blow your nose and offer to show the contents of your Kleenex to other passengers. Anyone? Anyone want to see? Grimace painfully while smacking your forehead and muttering, "Shut up! Shut up! All of you, just shut up!" I'm having that experience right now, actually. When am I not? Whistle the first 7 notes of It's a Small World incessantly. That's ironic. I like that. Sell Girl Scout cookies. You whip them out of a bag. Would you like the mints? On a long ride, sway side to side at the natural frequency of the elevator. That would be funny, huh? People okay, he's losing it. He's starting to move. Shave. Yeah, that would be funny, especially if you did that in a mirrored elevator. Crack open your briefcase, purse, and while peering inside, ask, got enough air in there? I like that. Offer name tags to, you know what I would do is when I'd open the purse or briefcase, I'd use a name. Like, hey, Buffy, got enough air in there? Offer name tags to everyone getting on the elevator. Wear yours upside down. Stand silent and motionless in the corner facing the wall without getting off. That would be funny. That's pretty easy to do. When arriving at your floor, grunt and strain to yank the doors open, then act embarrassed when they open by themselves. That would be funny. Lean over to another passenger and whisper, "Noogie Patrol coming." Greet everyone getting on the elevator with a warm handshake and ask them to call you Admiral. You know, it'd be funnier is if you had the Admiral cap on when you did it, and maybe you were dressed in one of those boat suits. That would be interesting. One word, flatulence. Yeah, let a few farts out. That should make things disturbing. On the highest floor, hold the door open and demand that it stay open until you hear the penny you drop down the shaft go plink at the bottom. Do Tai Chi exercises or yoga. That might be more interesting. Bending over and all that good stuff, especially if you're a hot chick. Stare grinning at another passenger for a while, then announce, "I've got new socks on." Or, you know, it might be even funnier. "I've got poopy pants." That actually might be worse. So, when at least 8 people have boarded, moan from the back, "Oh, not now, motion sickness." That's good. That or yell out, "I think I'm going to vomit." That would be bad. Give religious tracts to each passenger. That's funny. Hand out some Gideon's Bible. Peace be with you, my friend. Meow occasionally. I would meow and bark. I'd mix it up. That way they're really wondering what track you're on. Bet other passengers you can fit a quarter in your nose. If you want to get even more creeper with that, bet that you can fit a quarter in your butthole. And you're willing to perform that action on the elevator. Frown and mutter, gotta go, then sigh and say, "Oops." I like that one. There's something very special about that one. It sneaks up on you. Show other passengers a wound and ask if it looks infected. You know what I would do? Come to think of it, I'm ad-libbing here. I would pretend to be a psychiatrist and ask people how their relationship with their mother was. That might be interesting, and how long have they felt that way. Sing "Mary Had a Little Lamb" while continuously pushing buttons. Mary had a little lamb. You know what would be funnier? Here's a funnier. I'm going to ad-lib this. What if you kept pushing on the buttons? You kept saying, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a floor by a toe." That might be funny. All right, so Holler shoots away whenever the elevator descends. You might want to crouch in that position and pretend like you're free falling from a parachute. Walk on with a cooler that says human head on the side. That would be funny. And then keep checking the cooler. Yep, still there. So stare at another passenger for a while and then announce, you're one of them, and then move to the far corner of the elevator. Do that on a really long, tall building with a slow elevator. I think so. Burp, and then say, tasty. You know what I would do? I would add a food feature. So I would say, Swedish meatballs, tasty. Sorry, I have to laugh at that. Leave a box between the doors. That's always good because people are going, what are you doing? Ask each passenger getting on if you can push the button for them. And you know what I would do? I would be really, really excited. Like, can I push the button? Can I push the button for you? Can I push the button for you? I'd do it like that. Like it's the greatest thing you've ever experienced in your fucking life. Wear a puppet on your hand and talk to other passengers through it. Hi, Billy. What floor do you want? Red rum. Red rum. Red rum. Red rum. Whole Shining moment there going on. Sorry, that happens every now and then with me. I get the shine. Whatever that means. Buskill. So anyway, let's keep moving on. Start a sing-along. That's always good. Hey, let's sing a song. And then, I don't know, sing something creepy like, I'm too sexy for my pants. When the elevator is silent, look around and ask, is that your beeper? Nowadays, you can probably update this. You can be like, is that your phone? Is that your ringtone? Is your phone ringing? And the people look at you like, what the hell are you talking about? And then, you know what I would do? I'd stick my finger in my ear and then I'd shake it around. I'd be like, oh, you know what? That's just my hearing. Sorry. I get that a lot. Play the harmonica. That's pretty good. You know what would be even funnier is if you had a flash band in a elevator where the band just kind of broke out and started, a little flash band. You got 4 guys, one's doing rhythm and drums and all that sort of good stuff. And they're just clunking it out. And people are just like, what the fuck is going on? Play ding say ding at each floor, number 37. Lean against the button panel. That's always good. Block it so people can't push it. And then just be like, what? 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 Say, I wonder what all these do and push the red buttons. That's always going to get you in trouble. Listen to the elevator walls with a stethoscope. I like that one. There's something really smart about that and very quiet and very evil without being overly obtuse. Listen to the elevator walls with a stethoscope. I like that. Draw a little square on each floor with chalk. And announce to other personals, this is your personal space. Or other passengers, this is your personal space. Bring a chair along. I like that. You can take a folding chair into the elevator, set it down. And then you know what I would do? I'd bring the paper and open up the paper and pretend to start reading it while you're sitting in the chair. That would be funny. Take a bite of a sandwich and ask another passenger, want to see what I have in my mouth? Yeah. Blow spit bubbles. That would be a thing to do. That or, get one of those bubble things and just kind of blow bubbles in the elevator. And, you're in a very small space. Pull your gum out of your mouth in long strings. Yeah, I can see a lot of young girls doing that. Announce in a demonic voice, I must find a more suitable host body. You know what I do? I'd even take it farther. No, this one's not good enough as a host body. Wait for another. Stuff like that. Like, no, this one's too small to possess. So anyway, carry a blanket and clutch it protectively. That would be a thing to do. I'd curl up in the corner too and just kind of go. People came on the elevator. And and if anybody asked what was wrong, I'd be like, have you seen my mommy? Make explosion noises when anyone presses a button. Wear x-ray specs and leer suggestively at other passengers. That would be something, you could do that with the new Google Glass. Looking at people and be like, I have the X-ray app now. Stare at your thumb and say, I think it's getting larger. That or stare at your pants. That might be creepy. But what isn't at this point? We're 50, we're 0.50 through the 100 creepiest whatever stuff you can do in an elevator. So let's keep moving. Announce to the person who stood next to you, I really need the toilet. Can I use your bag? Ask the passengers, wouldn't it be great if this lift were to plummet to the floor? What do you think will happen? Would we die? Would we be flattened? Would be, decimated? I don't know. You can think of some other verbs you can get off with thesaurus, but you get the idea. Pretend to get your legs stuck in the door as it closes. Ah! 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 Fortunately, it's hard to have happen. Without letting anyone else see, press the emergency stop button. Act surprised and start talking to yourself. It's okay. It wasn't your fault. You killed your family. It was Satan. Damn you. Damn you, Satan. Damn you. Then press the button again and act as if nothing happened. What I'd do is at the end, I'd start whistling like, nothing to see here. Move on. Actually, that would be something funny you can do. You could wear a police outfit, and when people come in, you just be like, nothing to see here. Come in. I'm going to live here another point. It'd be funny is if you drew like one of those little tape things on the floor of the elevator in the corner of someone's body, the outlay that they do where they died, and then be a police officer and then like be waving people with your flashlight. Nothing to see here. Move on. That is not on the list. This is why you watch the video. It's better entertainment. So, scratch yourself excessively saying, fucking head lice, they're all over me. I knew I shouldn't have played with that dog so much. That or you could, scratch yourself, say, my dog gave me fleas, people. Whoa, make sure you're standing really close to them when you do that. I think it's more effective. Don't be across the elevator. Set out a picnic set on the floor and suggest to other passengers they join you for an afternoon tea. Or I'd be like, would you like a wine and a sandwich, sir? Break wind. Blame it on the person next to you. I think Bob farted here. And I just make up like his name. I think Joe farted here. And the person will look at you. I'm not Joe. Well, you've still farted. I don't know what your name is. Pretend that you're a repairman here to fix the lift. Wait till it's busy and tell everyone to get out of the lift. You get in, take your paper out, sit and relax. I like that. That's something sick about that. Start to talk about your sex life. Tell them all 3 of your children were conceived in this very lift and point to it and say, it was all up against that wall. Oh, I love that. That's just freaking awesome. That, or to be even more disturbing, I'll ad-lib another one here, is if you took in, was talking about your sex life or sexting, or not really sexting, but having a sexual conversation with your supposed girlfriend on the other end of your phone. You're just like, ooh, baby. Oh, yeah, touch me. And you're like trying to keep it quiet by putting your hand up to your phone, but you're being obnoxiously and obviously loud about it. Yeah, pull your panties off. Yeah, pull your panties off. People are like, what the fuck are you doing? Have sex with your imaginary friend. Well, that might get you arrested these days. Say you have one, preferably keep your clothes on. Let's just say that for a matter of legal purposes. I don't want to get sued. Say you have just won the lottery and you're on your way to collect your winnings. See how many people are listening to you. I just won $10 million. I have the lottery ticket in my pocket. That's a good way to get mugged. As the lift descends, shout, bombs away. I make the whistle too. Offer to polish people's shoes. When they say no, tell them you need the money to feed your 10 starving children back in Estonia. Make sure that you're, well, whatever. Yeah, you can do that. There you go. Hand out leaflets. What to do when the lift cable breaks. I like that. You can print those at home. The 10 tips that will keep your body in one piece. You didn't need that arm, did you? All these tips will not save your life. It will make the rescue a bit cleaner, and we won't have to spend ages cleaning the blood in the walls. Hope you will live to do it again. This is good. I like this. Perform a striptease. I think it's even better if you could somehow mount one of those quick poles that they have nowadays in the corner of the lift. And then do a little dance and then ask people why they aren't putting up dollars and just make them feel guilty. Act surprised when it starts to move and say, the ground is falling. Oh my God. This is a good one. I like this. Fake an orgasm when the lift starts to move. Announce that it was your best ever. Say, I take this even further. I tell people that elevators turn me on, and then start that whole process. That's what I would do. So, let your mobile phone ring and don't answer it. In this case, what I would do is get like a really fucking annoying ring, like those old ass phones, and then pretend like it's not yours. Like when people are like, you want to answer that? I'd be like, what? So, and then just have someone keep calling it. Like what you should do is have a secondary phone in your other pocket and just keep calling yourself. Let's see. Walk into the lift with a clear bottle of apple juice. Start drinking. There's nothing like your own urine to quench your thirst in the morning. Does anyone want something? Say, this new G-string's really starting to hurt. Then attempt to adjust it. I think that would be cool if you're a hot chick. I can see that as a YouTube video. Walk in the lift and say, this reminds me of being burned alive again. Those are the days. Suggest to other passengers that you should play a game of Twister. Then get out the board and lie on the floor. Paint the walls of the lift. That's always good. On entering, ask passengers if they want to be your friend. Burst into tears if they say no. Do you want to be my friend? No. No one's my friend ever in the elevator. Stop the lift and say 20 years in prison for murdering the whole family, and I get stuck in a lift being out for 2 hours? Oh, just my luck. Get back to nature. Go in naked. Yeah, that'll definitely, you'll be on the sex offender list for sure after that one. Pretend to be the pilot of the lift. Spread out, speak into a headset. This is lift number 1, ready for descent to floor number 1. Waiting for permission to depart. Over. And then tell people, I'd take that further. I'd tell people we have to wait for permission from the tower. Announce in a computer-like voice, this lift will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, here's my floor. I think that's really good if you can get down the timing of the elevator too. Serve tea and coffee. That's always good. Take your shoes off before entering. Look shocked and disgusted when others don't. I would even take that further. I'd be like, are you guys going to take your shoes off? What? Like, seriously. Act like the sergeant of the lift. Order people around. Tell them to get in line. So, that or you can do all sorts of things with that. You can be like, okay, folks, time for calisthenics. You know what would be even funnier? I'm going to ad-lib another one here. What if you got in with like a hula hoop? And you're like, I need to do my hooping. Could you guys move back against the wall so I can rotate this thing? Let's see. Suggest to other people that you should play musical statues. Bring a tape recorder along also. That's pretty interesting. Teach the people French. Don't let them leave until they get it right. You'd be like, welcome to the French instructor elevator. As you're coming to the end of the journey, get emotional and have a group hug. Tell them you will never forget them. One of my favorite things to do with people in like public situations like that, I always tell people, like usually when I sit with people on a plane, I'm usually pretty talkative, and it just beats the crappy thing you have on a plane where you're like, there's this disgusting silence between us. So one of the things I always do is I'm friendly, I introduce myself. I will be your fellow passenger on this row for the next 2 hours. But what I always do when I leave is I always tell them, I'm like, I'm glad we could spend this time together. We should do this more often. And they look at me like, what? We should do this more often? Fuck. So anyway, tell them you'll never forget them. Insist the lift ride costs $2.50. That's always good. I'm collecting change for the lift ride. We're on a low budget for the elevators, and we need your support. Describe in detail how you're hung like a horse. I wasn't circumcised as a child. My parents didn't believe in that. Would you want to see? Pretend to be a flight attendant. That's pretty effective if you're dressed like one. Instruct the passengers on what to do in an emergency. That would be very classic. The flight attendant would get up and then start the whole rigmarole they put you through when you're on the airplane. What would be even funnier is if the doors open and people try to leave and she's like, really? I'm not done yet. You need to wait till I finish. Yodel. That would be creepy. Bring out a magnifying glass, closely inspect the other passenger's skin, and say, ooh, look at your pores. I like that. Sing, I know a song that will get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves, over and over again. That or just sing anything from Justin Bieber. I'm sure that will be completely annoying. Baby, 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 baby. Oh, fuck yourself, really. Ask the others, do you mind if I do my Eminem impression? Then bring out a chainsaw and a mask. You know what would be even funnier is if you did just get on a elevator carrying a chainsaw and wearing a mask. You just stand there whistling to yourself. It'd be even funnier if you made yourself covered in blood when you did it. Try breakdancing. That would be interesting. Bring out a fake toy gun, and shout to the person next to you, "You looking at me? You looking at me?" Yeah, that will get you arrested. And this is definitely a pre-2011 sort of list here. Challenge the guy next to you to a thumb war. That's interesting. Explain your ideas of world domination to the wall. Yes, we must take over the world. You know, I do that whole thing from Austin Powers. Yes, we'll take billions. Anyway, explain your ideas of world domination. Force people to read Kama Sutra while asking, do you want to try this one? What about this one? You like this one? I don't know. That one looks pretty good. And then keep turning the book upside down. So be like, no, it looks better that way. Dress up in a long black cloak with a hood, stare, and a deep voice announce, it is time. Or here's one I'll ad lib. You could dress up as the Emperor from Star Wars, which you kind of are doing there, and then do different scenes from Star Wars. You will come to the dark side of the Force. Pretend to see a spider repeatedly and violently stamp on the ground while screaming, die, you bastard, die. That's always good. Do you see the floor moving? That's what I'd ask people. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? And then just point at things that don't exist on the floor. And then pretend to crawl up onto the corner of the elevator. While the doors are opening, hurriedly whisper, hide it, quick! And then whistle innocently. If anyone brushes against you, recoil and holler, bad touch, bad touch. Wave hands wildly and invisible flies buzzing around your head. I'm doing that now. Really. So, yeah, that's there's some other great comments that are here on the chrisvossshow.com, but I'll let you come read them because you got to do some work here, man. I can't do everything for you. Seriously, really. What do you think I am? Your mom? You think I'm your mom? I don't even have boobs or a vagina, but if you want me to be your mom, I guess, if that's your thing. Seriously. Anyway, come to the chrisvossshow.com, read it often, read it daily. We put up a lot of really cool stuff there. And if you're not reading it, well, then your life's going to be a whole lot less for it. And when you're on your deathbed, and you'll be thinking about your life and the quality of it and the length of it and everything you did, you realize that you're suddenly sad and verklempt because you realize you didn't spend enough time on the chrisvossshow.com. Don't make this deadly mistake that most people end up regretting on their deathbed. Read the chrisvossshow.com often. Be sure to subscribe, like us on YouTube, and come back often. Or else. Seriously, I know where you live.